Hi, in this video I'm going to go over internal non-price factors affecting supply. So these are things that happen within a business that will affect and make a change to a whole new supply curve. So we're not talking about price. Price is a movement along the curve. We're talking about a change to a new curve. It's either an increase in supply or a decrease in supply. Now there are some things that are within the business that can cause the changes. So we'll have a look at these. We've got technological changes, changes in cost of production, and the change in price of a related good. So we'll break through those as we go through this video. Changes in technology. I'm sure you can all think of some kind of technology that makes something faster. Could be, a car instead of a bicycle. Could be some kind of machinery that can compute or calculate or produce something much faster. So the supplier might have purchased some technology that makes the production process more efficient. Okay, we've got an example here of Tanya who bakes and sells cookies. She bought a new oven that can hold 5 trays of cookies instead of 3. So that means she can cook 2 extra trays of cookies in the same time for the same amount of electricity than she could before. So if she fits 15 cookies on a tray, that's 30 new cookies that she can cook every time she bakes a batch of cookies. As long as she just increases her ingredients, she'll be able to use that technology to produce more. Therefore, Tanya will be willing and able to supply more cookies because she can make more at a time. How is that going to look on her graph? We've got improved technology showing on the graph with a whole new supply curve. We're moving from S to S1, and we're showing that we're moving along that quantity line. They're providing more cookies at each and every price. So we've got a supply curve moving to the right because the technology has improved. Tanya can supply more cookies at a time. Alrighty, next one, cost of production. Think about all of the costs that go into making something. So it can be transport, ingredients, labour, electricity. If any of those change, it's going to impact on the cost of production, which will affect supply. In our example, the cost of flour has risen by 10% as a result of a bad harvest. This will increase the cost of producing Tanya's cookies. To remain profitable, Tanya is going to supply less cookies at those lower prices. Having a look at this, she's not going to want to supply as many cookies unless she can get a higher price for them. It's going to be shown on our curve. We've gone the other way, a shift to the left, a whole new supply curve. Because the cost of production has increased, Tanya is supplying less cookies at each price. And we've got the shift to the left, we've got our arrow showing that we've gone from S to S1, a whole new supply curve. Then we've got the cost of related goods. This one's a little bit more complicated because a related good is something that is similar. It can be produced with similar processes. So if you're thinking about a bakery, you can make cookies, you can make bread, you can make muffins or cupcakes or all of those things. Without making too much change to how you produce things, you can change your good. So Tanya the baker has got great baking skills and she can do a range of things. If the price of cupcakes increased compared to the price of cookies, Tanya might decide to spend less time baking cookies and spend more time making cupcakes because she can make more profit from them. So they are relatively more profitable. So let's have a look how that's going to show on a graph. Gets a little bit tricky because we're going to have 2 graphs. And we're going to show Tanya's daily supply of cookies is going to go down. We're going to go from S to S1, got an inward shift of that curve to the left. We're going to make less cookies. Don't want to make as many, they're not as profitable as cupcakes. Then Tanya's daily supply of cupcakes is going to increase because Tanya is going to make more cupcakes and less cookies because the cupcakes are relatively more profitable. So sometimes you'll have to draw both graphs, sometimes you'll just draw one, but the supply of cookies is decreased so that the supply of cupcakes can increase. I hope that makes some sense. Thank you.